What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios. Another debate video with a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, this is Natrick Rose.
So without further ado, as you can see in the picture, I'm still collecting data, so I'm not sure if you guys still want to see gameplay or just a picture. So for this video, I'm just going to show gameplay. I'm going to show the picture, but again, if you guys want to see gameplay, you could go ahead and request it. So if you don't know the procedures of the debate videos, what I like to do is go over the backstory of the creature. In this case, Shin Legendary Godzilla. We'll go over the characteristics like the height, the abilities, aggression, the territories, and the biome. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start with the backstory. So let's begin. Shin Legendary Godzilla was created when Legendary Godzilla, of course 2014, was swimming in the Pacific Ocean looking for Ghidorah to make his claim of the king of the monsters, but instead came across something even more deadlier than Ghidorah himself. You must guess. The first baby form of Shin Godzilla, which we have never actually seen in the movies, is a fun fact. Shin Godzilla swam into Godzilla 2014's gills all the way into his stomach and corrupted Godzilla 2014's DNA and mixed Shin Godzilla DNA in the same DNA as Godzilla 2014, so hopefully it doesn't confuse you. After that, the infected Godzilla, known as Shin Legendary Godzilla, is looking for vengeance against Shin Godzilla to this day, and this day is the day they fight. Now, we just went over the backstory. Let's go over the characteristics of Shin Legendary Godzilla. The height of Shin Legendary Godzilla stands at approximately 420 meters tall. The abilities, what I'm going to do is I'll briefly go over the abilities, and then we'll go over the other stuff, and then we'll come back to the abilities, and I'll go in a more deeper explanation for them. So I just went over the height. So the abilities, as I said, is a quick overview, and we'll come back. So the abilities consist of atomic lasers, dorsal plate lasers, kiss of the Grim Reaper, regeneration ability, the king of time. Aggression is aggressive, high level, so it is very aggressive. Territorial, yes. Biome is ocean, land, and volcano. Now that we have all that aside, let's go back to the abilities and let's go deeper into it. So atomic lasers is pretty self-explanatory. There is no point of having a Shin emphasis if you have no atomic lasers. Dorsal plate lasers is from the DNA of Shin Godzilla. He has atomic lasers from the back of his dorsal plates, just like Shin Godzilla does. Kiss of the Grim Reaper. For Kiss of the Grim Reaper, what he has is just like the same concept from the original movie, which was kiss of death. So in this case, he has a big blast of laser in diameter of a few hundred meters that covers, and it just blasts the opponent. That is the Kiss of the Grim Reaper. Now, regeneration ability again is the same ability of Shin Godzilla, gotten from the DNA. The regeneration ability consists of him regenerating really quick after any type of hurt the Godzilla gets, any type of miscommunication, anything wrong happens with Godzilla. If he's bleeding, if he's hurt, he can regenerate really quickly. Also, what is the King of Time? The King of Time is this Godzilla, or Shin Legendary Godzilla, actually has the ability to stop time for a brief 5 seconds every once hour. It's very short, but yet very, very effective, and you will see in the fight once we get there. Okay, so we went all over Shin Legendary Godzilla. Let's move on to Shin Godzilla. Now, for people who are watching this probably know Shin Godzilla, but just for the briefs of the video, we'll go over Shin Godzilla, the abilities, the backstory, all that good stuff. So, Shin Godzilla. Okay, so if you guys don't know, personally, I'm not trying to hurt any anime fans, but I don't consider the anime Godzilla a legit Godzilla, because it's not a live action Godzilla, we're gonna go with Shin Godzilla as the biggest and toughest Godzilla to this date. Shin Godzilla stands approximately 118.6 meters tall, and the abilities of Shin Godzilla start from atomic lasers, lasers from the back, lasers from the tail. Now, yes, he also has a regeneration ability, but also with the regeneration ability, Shin Godzilla possesses the the ability to evolve seconds within years and years of evolution. So that means a lot of evolution within seconds. So that's very helpful to Shin Godzilla, and you'll see why in the fight. Also, he can recreate what he sees. Now again, anyone who has not seen the movie of Shin Godzilla, this is a big spoiler, probably the biggest spoiler you can get through the whole movie. This is when, at the end of the movie, we see humanoids growing out of his tail. Well, why do you think he's creating humanoids? That's because he sees humans on Earth, and that's what he's trying to recreate them in his own image. So he can definitely do that with any other opponent. And that pretty much, I think, sums up the abilities of Shin Godzilla. Yes, it does. Also, so we went over the abilities, the backstory of Shin Godzilla. Okay, the backstory of Shin Godzilla is very simple. He was a eel-like creature in his first form, got exposed to nuclear waste, and then became Godzilla we know today with several forms: Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, and I expect to see Form 5 in the new Toho Monsterverse of Godzilla, the Japanese Avengers version of Godzilla, coming very soon. So, we went over Shin Godzilla, we went over Legendary Godzilla. Now, what everyone has been waiting for, let's go over the fight. So, what I like to do is two different scenarios. One is far distance, one is close distance, or you can say vice versa, close range, far range. Now, personally, close range is more realistic in kaiju movies, but we're gonna best out of two, pretty much. So whoever gets 2 out of 2 in this, or two, yeah, pretty much best out of 2 will win. So let's see abilities of each Godzilla. I'll go over briefly over Legendary Godzilla. Legendary Shin Godzilla: atomic lasers, dorsal plate lasers, kiss of the Grim Reaper, regeneration ability, and the King of Time. Now, if they are fighting far range, what's gonna happen? So none of them can fly. So let's say the far range, in this case, we're gonna go at 200 meters in length from far of each other. Now, both of them have the ability to shoot atomic lasers at each other. Yes, that's right there. They could both turn around and use dorsal plate lasers at each other. Yes, but there's something that Shin Legendary Godzilla has that Shin Godzilla does not possess, which is Kiss of the Grim Reaper. I said it could possess, I think I said over 200 meters in diameter. So it could barely reach Shin Godzilla, but it is in the circumference of the fighting area. So yes, he can use the Kiss of the Grim Reaper. Also, he can use the King of Time and stop Shin Godzilla for 5 seconds from doing anything and then hit him. So I personally think that if this is going far range, Shin Legendary Godzilla will take the winner. What do you think, Natalie? Do you think Shin Legendary Godzilla should take the win for this, or Shin Godzilla? In your opinion, after what I said.
I feel like Shin Legendary Godzilla will.
Okay, so if you guys do not agree with this, you can go ahead and leave the comment section below, but we'll go over that at the ending. Now, so right now it's 1-0 in favor of Shin Legendary Godzilla. Now we're going to the close range of fighting Shin Godzilla. This is more interesting, right? If these two come really close, now Shin Godzilla has a disadvantage of fighting. He has very, very short arms. Legendary has stubby arms, but we're gonna go over the main areas of focus. So they're going to be shooting atomic lasers at each other, they're going to be ripping each other apart. But I think the main thing that's going to put Shin Legendary Godzilla ahead of time is the same concept. He can use the Kiss of the Grim Reaper and the King of Time on Shin Godzilla. But if you were paying attention, what did I say? Shin Godzilla has the ability to evolve seconds within years and years and years of evolution. So what that means is it's very possible that he can evolve into a way that can possess the ability to go opposing of Shin Legendary Godzilla's abilities. So he can actually go against it, which means he can what I'm looking for is he can block it, is what I'm saying. He can learn a way to block it. Also, it's if in any way possible Shin Legendary Godzilla falls on Shin Godzilla, it is the end of Shin Legendary Godzilla, because I truly believe if he falls on him, in that case, as in Shin Legendary Godzilla is on Shin Godzilla's chest, about to blow his brains out. Shin Godzilla's tail is more than 3 times the size of his body, I believe. So he can really switch around right at Shin Legendary Godzilla's head, blow his brains out. But The ability he can start and stop in 5 seconds, I'm still debating. I don't know, because we can say that he can evolve, but we can also say that Shin Legendary Godzilla has the ability to stop his evolution within stopping those minutes. I mean, those 5 seconds, because a 5 second in a fight is a huge 5 second. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go 2-0 with Shin Legendary Godzilla. What do you think, Mrs. Natrick Rose?
After what you just said, it's really, I'm shocked because of how you explained it, and I feel like Shin Godzilla is the winner.
You think Shin Godzilla?
Yes, I changed my mind.
Shin Godzilla?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you're saying Shin Godzilla, if for example, I said Shin Legendary Godzilla can stop time. So imagine he stops time 5 seconds. Do you think he has that 5 seconds to kill off Shin Godzilla if he stops him for 5 seconds? But you also have to remember the fact that Shin Godzilla can actually oppose that, because he has the ability to evolve.
You know, that's the thing, but I still go with Shin Godzilla.
Okay, so Shin Godzilla. So in my favor, at least, I'm gonna go with the winner of Shin Legendary Godzilla. But as if you're with Natrick Rose, you can definitely say the opposite, and you can actually leave in the comment section below if you're thinking the opposite of this. I am more than happy to have a debate with you. Also, the most important thing you guys can do is leave requests for more debates. All of these guys are your requests. These are all fan requests. I listen to you guys, so as long as you comment, there will be more debate videos. I like to see what you guys want. I like to do what the viewer wants. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see gameplay or this. I'm still collecting data on that. And as always, have a great day.